लड़की आंख मारे तो ठीक है, पर लड़की को आंख मारे तो जूते पड़ेंगे. टेक केयर ऑफ दैट. एंड दिस एपिसोड इज ऑल अबाउट मीटिंग अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग लड़की. Hey everyone, this is episode number 7 and I'm in 7th heaven over the fact that not only have you been watching but you've also been commenting and sharing these episodes. So I'm really thrilled about making each one. It motivates me to be able to get your feedback. Now on that note, it also motivates me to get fitter by virtue of the fact that I'm appearing in front of the camera, which of course takes its own amount of stress, and not looking fit is one of those things that have been working on my mind. So I want to get fitter. Till the time that I get fitter, I have found the perfect fashionable remedy of looking trim and slim, which is to be able to grow this facial hair. For those of you who have been seeing me from my first episode, you know I was clean shaven back then, which is my normal look, but now I've grown this facial fuzz, which though itchy, scratchy, and of course adding to the heat in an already hot summer, is a cool thing metaphorically, because of which I think that...
Hey, what is going on? What is all this business?
No, I'm just shooting a vlog. I'm shooting a vlog.
Eh?
Sorry, I've just got some cops who are asking me some questions.
Hey, ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ?
No sir, I'm nothing much. I'm
What are you doing here?
Yeah, why
you
should
come,
I come with you?
You come first to the police station. What you're doing? Come, no, what nonsense. Come, dog it seems.
Yeah, morning, what you about this person? Speaking all the time English. Hello? Tell me, mister, what's your problem? Why you are calling my police constable dog, you are saying when he is stopping you from doing what you are doing? Shooting in public, eh? Ayo, no sir, I was not saying dog, I was saying vlog, which means a video blog. I have a channel on YouTube, I'm an artist. You can please check my camera, sir. Ayo, you are not getting the problem only. Look at that board. What is the board? Board is all most wanted people. Every most wanted criminal before in file is a clean shaven bugger. Today, see the face. Hey, see it. What? Everybody growing beard and mustache. All criminal civilian, we don't know. First we will catch. You are committing crime public means we will catch. Then we'll put you in lockup and shave you. Once we shave, we will see our face and compare. If you are not criminal, we will see later. Just sit quiet. Oh, what are you saying, sir? So many people have facial hair. It is a fashionable in thing. There are so many people, all the famous people also, like Virat Kohli, Ranveer Singh. Hey, what you are saying? Talking too much. That too English. Study English medium means keep English in medium. Don't take it too high. We can also talk. If I talk in my language, stick language. What Ranveer Singh? What Virat Kohli? They are having good life. They are not getting beaten. Ranveer Singh newly married. We know what they get beaten. And after that Virat Kohli every other day in the pitch is getting beaten. You want that same situation? Wait. Too much you are talking. Sit quietly. Please understand, sir. Genuinely, I am an artist. Is it really worth this issue of you putting me behind bars and interrogating me like this for this? I am an artist. I have a channel on YouTube. And you can check it now. What I am supposed to do if you are artist? Artist even con artist is artist. This artist, dryer, underwear, all this talk you keep inside your house. Because public place. It is a public place. Public indecency case I will put on you. I am getting it, sir. This is all because of this facial hair and beard, no sir. I actually also grow it for being able to have an episode which I have just recently shot for. I met up with this lady. You'll think that she is fashionable, and she's gone on to say that beards are cool, and she's just one of the many people who think that way, because of which everybody who grows it is not growing it because they want to commit a crime in disguise, sir. They're doing it because of the fact that they think it's cool and fashionable. My latest episode is about that. Please watch it. Just right now, please watch it. So today I'm actually waiting to meet up with somebody, and this person will be interesting. I could be sitting there and waiting because I'm at a coffee day, but when you sit, you're waiting for somebody casually, but I'm excitedly waiting and I'm eager to meet this person, because of which I'm standing right at the very corner. Hopefully she'll come down the road and we'll go walking down the same road, because the weather has become lovely, like it is beginning to become in South India. I wish you all, in whatever hot part of the country that you are in, similar kind of weather, but I'm going to get into rough weather as far as the conversation is concerned, good weather as far as the walk is concerned. You'll see what happens. Oh yes, I am here, and it is going to be, I hope, a walk in the park, because I am taking a walk in the park, and I am here to meet up with
who I shall introduce you right now. This is Sushma.
Hi.
And we'll just keep it as simple and short as that because the introduction to what she does is going to be very long. The thing that caught my interest, she's many things, but the thing that caught my interest the most is that she is a wedding planner, and not just any kind of wedding planner. I want you to say it in that high-end way. What is that?
So I'm a NRI wedding planner.
You're an NRI wedding planner.
Yeah, and I do destination weddings.
So NRI is non-reliable Indian, the person who will stay married for a short time, or it's a non-resident Indian?
No, if they're married for a short time, good for me. They'll come back again.
When you say NRI wedding planning, what does it involve for you? What are you? I mean, when you're a wedding planner, we've heard it's an event by itself, right?
Yeah. So when it is an NRI wedding planner, I usually do pin to piano. That's what I say.
Pin to piano.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's like as simple as a pin to
Correct.
till the piano
Correct.
level. That's because they don't have people here to organize, and they're very short period of time, and they have their holidays.
Right.
So they just tell me this is the budget, and this is what we're looking at. Then I plan the whole wedding for them, from the venue to the decor.
I like it, and both these things are actually dangerous because the pin can prick the bubble, which is the wedding, and the piano ends with a no, which can also be the worst thing that can happen in a wedding.
Wow,
that one of them end up saying no.
Angle,
Absolutely, it's all about the angle, this angle, that angle, this angle. So we try and bring the freaky angle out here because the name of my vlog, now I shall reveal it to you, is called the Indian JungleBook.
Oh.
And why it's called the Indian JungleBook is because of the fact that I, Anand Shankar, have a capability with which I bring out the beast to people. And most people in the city are working hard in the concrete jungle trying to bring out the best of them. And I bring out the beast of them because I believe there's a wild bit to all of us.
True.
And we are not just living human lives, we are also living in the way that we're inspired by nature. So I try and bring out that nature bit to them. So speaking of which is going to be my next question to you, which is this article that I read and that we'll need you to shed your opinion on.
Sure.
Because I think you have more personal experience than you know, that I know, that you do.
Oh wow.
So I'll ask you about this right now.
Like, too good. Yeah.
So I was talking to Sushma about her job, which is right now currently one of the many things that she does is to organize NRI weddings. So that's the highest kind of wedding, and they do everything from pin to piano, as she said. But beyond that, I want to ask you, what is the core requirement of a wedding? I mean, beyond the pin and the piano, what do the groom and the bride look for in a wedding? What do the families look for? They look for, let me feed the answer to you, they look for a long-lasting bond, right?
That's true. But then
So-
to begin with, I think the memories that they create
At that moment
is
very important.
Yeah, very important. And
Is-
they're really, the whole family is planning that. How do we do this better?
Yeah.
How do we capture that? So I think the photographers, videographers, and we work.
And this entire, the theme of weddings, typically everybody wants to have a romantic wedding because immediately after all that is going to go for a toss.
Correct,
So in
correct.
the beginning, at that point, they want to have the romantic destination and
Correct,
destination
correct.
getaways and
Correct.
all
So
that.
we decide the theme on the personality of the bride and
Right.
groom. So we talk to them, we understand them.
Right.
And the whole theme and the whole wedding talks about their personality.
And speaking of destination weddings, I believe that destination weddings happen in places like this with meadows and gardens and green grass and of course beautiful sky right now, which is rumbling, and then rumbling makes it look like it's going to rain. So just imagine all this put together, as I was saying, makes the whole thing seem romantic. But tick reminds me of dogs and dogs reminds me of men. The reason why, Sushma, I said that earlier even, is because there's this article which has come out which says men with beards have more bacteria than dogs.
Oh my god!
So the article that I want you to see
Oh
says
shit! And I have
men-
most of my men in the live with beards.
including the one that is interviewing you. So I'm affected by this enough to discuss this in my vlog. And secondly, immediately after this conversation, after I have a lady's point of view who is especially involved in the business of making things look good, I would like to know whether it is a necessity to have a beard. What is this entire? Don't you think a lot of people who are coming for the weddings even to get married, they all have their beard? This is part of the current look.
85%.
This is part of the current look which is there.
Yeah.
So is this, so what is the connection here? Because dogs is nothing but gods written in reverse, right? And dogs are hairy, but now men are getting hairy too. So does that mean that men are becoming gods or dogs? What do they
but
think
I
they're
think
becoming?
men always believe
and
they
therefore
were
are they
gods.
showing that their loyalty? And if they believe they were dogs, and dog was being referred to as a bad thing, but dogs are like gods in reverse and dogs are known for their loyalty, do men actually grow a beard because they think it is a good thing now?
No, I think that's like the hot thing now. Than the good thing. I think a lot of women have started.
No,
see, there
hot
are
I agree. You feel
there is
twice
two
as
things
hot.
of girls. Mostly 90% of the girls look for manly men.
Right.
So there's two definitions for manliness.
Okay.
One is inside, one is outside.
Right.
Okay. So outside appearance is this thin, tall, dark, and the beard men. I think that appeal is like very strong and.
But do you also think it gives them a good chance? For example, if they turn up at a wedding with a lot of facial hair, with a beard and a mustache, then later if something goes wrong and they want to leave, then they can escape by just shaving, and nobody will recognize who was the person they got married to. Has this ever happened where somebody's come and said, "Where is my husband?"
No.
Because he shaved and standing in the audience saying, "No, I'll throw flowers. I'm only the best
This
man."
happened with me only. In fact, my husband also asked, "You know what? This is irritating. I think I'm going to shop." I said, "No, don't do that."
You wanted the beard to be there.
Yeah, I want the beard
So
to be there.
now, how do you feel about reading this article?
Yeah, I have
Because
my thoughts on this right
it says
now.
men with beards have more bacteria than a dog's fur, and this is not just any article. I mean, you've also got a dog's expression put there,
Oh, crap.
looking cute. But it is not just one article. But if I was to come out of this article
great,
and I was to
man,
show
that
you
is
this,
like-
just saying dogs, men's beards, you will end up having not one, not two, but it is the article trending of the week. It's everywhere,
This is
every
news.
publication, every newspaper, every reporter, because everyone has got a beard.
Yeah.
I think 90% of people writing these articles are people
Exactly,
with
and now
beards who are-
you won't believe there are saloons who only do styling for beards.
Absolutely. So it says everywhere, men's beards carry more germs than dog fur, according to a study. And so that's what it is. So I don't know, post this you've heard her opinion. Actually, I thought this would go the other way, where she would talk about the beard not being desirable. And I will add these two together and then put that message out there for all the men who are watching this.
Okay.
But it's turned out on its head, which means that she's actually saying that whether it's dog with a lot of hair, which is loyal, or a man with a lot of hair who's at least appearing manly, if not loyal, I think it's a good thing. So when you're saying that, now I'm sitting inside Coffee Day because we were walking around, and when the weather becomes like that, just as general knowledge, it also becomes very humid and hot. So then we decided to cool off. Sushma is the one who's cooling off because she's got a cold coffee. She's also cooling off because she's got her cool friend here, Shreya. Yes. Right? And so Shreya and Sushma, the two have asked me to and do what I do, which is to create another page of the Indian Jungle Book. So I'm going to pass this camera to you, to Shreya, who's going to hold the camera and record what I do. And I will lead Sushma through what this whole thing is about. So make one line, and as inspired as you like it. You can make it as wild as you like it. One line, just make one line. In any way you like. You can,
This way?
anyway, just zigzag whichever way you like. Use the pitch. Wow. That's amazing. That's a very nice line.
That's
I must
basically like
I must show the line. I think it's a very, very artistic line, and it's a cloud. Yeah, that's exactly what there's no cloud over that fact that this is the cloud silhouette. Fantastic. Now I'm going to ask you, saying that we've been speaking about nature, we've been taking a walk in nature. So what fauna or bird or what animal do you like the most in nature? What do you feel most connected to?
Connected to deer.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
That's fantastic, because most people end up saying tiger, or they say elephant, and I thought you would say elephant because you have a tattoo of Ganesha happening. Deer. One of the shameless things I ask people to do, especially at this point, is that because the camera is a little further away, you make your appreciation more voluble. So it can be heard. What may have happened is that there's a Britisher who would have gone after a few drinks, because the British gave the words to everything. He would have seen this animal, and then he would have said cheetah, 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 because at that time there were cheetahs in India. And then he would have said cheetah. Next day they went, they found a flock of deer. Then he would have been too embarrassed to change his track. So he would have said, I didn't say cheetah, I said cheetah. Cheetah, is this called cheetah? He would have said, as confidently as I'm telling you now. And that other Britisher would have said, no, it is called cheetah. It is called cheetah. It is called cheetah. It is called cheetah. Yeah, yeah. You know there is a deer called sambar, no?
Yeah, I know sambar, yeah. That's the only thing I knew. Sambar deer.
So that...
This is what I like about the deers, the eyelashes. I'm inspired.
Right now I feel I should give a deer a beard. We just had a conversation where we spoke about it, and what we do at the end of that, that's my signature. And my signature is nothing but a bird flying with the hill horizon in the back and the sun there. And it's also an A and S, Anand Shankar. So that's how it connects. And your sign, because this is our drawing together.
Where do I sign here?
Wherever you like as an artist. It's your choice, it's your frame.
So in my cloud.
Yeah, in your cloud, which is incidentally my cloud, but clouds are meant to be lent and borrowed. And that is how we have created the deer together. Thank you for the deer time, dear Sushma.
So
I had a really fantastic conversation. Knowing you as in never meet me again.
I mean, you're
because of the
like a magician,
embarrassment that I
dude. It's like a magician. We just spoke about so many things and we just came across.
Ayyo, how much he talks. Wage. Release him. Ask him to do something and go. Give something and go. Thank you. Do something? Yeah. I can definitely do something. Let me just... I can do something for you, sir. I've got my pens right here. Could I please have some paper, and I can immediately also draw you a page in the Indian Jungle Book. So you will also end up having a wild time, and this will bring out the beast in you, sir.
Jungle Book, pen, paper.
Oh, why?
Hey, this fella is gone mad. Just catch him, give him beating. You will not learn like this.
And that brings you to the end of this particular episode. I hope you had fun. I hope you like it, and you agree or disagree with the views that happened about the beard and the entire episode being fashioned around that. You can comment down below. Now, speaking of comments down below, all the effort that I'm going through and the fact that I'm trying to make a skit out of things right now is also because I believe that if I'm going to be wild on paper, then why not just be also wild in the way that you imagine that I fashion, and I have time. एक हफ्ता काफ़ी होता है to be able to come up with something unusual. तो उस पर ये एफर्ट डालता हूँ, गॉड के पास जाता हूँ, पुलिस में फंसता हूँ. तो ये सारी चीज़ें हो रही हैं मेरी लाइफ में. अब आपके लाइफ में बहुत कुछ होता होगा, बट जब आप ये पूरा एपिसोड यहाँ तक देखने के लिए टाइम निकालते हो, तो इसके तुरंत नीचे जाके एक छोटा सा थंब सिंबल है, दैट मीन्स दैट यू लाइक माई एपिसोड. उसको दबाने में आपको प्रॉब्लम होनी नहीं चाहिए. और अगर प्रॉब्लम हो रही है तो रिमेंबर दैट आई ऑल्सो जस्ट नाउ बिल्ट अ कॉन्टैक्ट विद अ पुलिस वाला. सो शायद कंप्लेंट करना पड़ेगा आप लोगों के बारे में. आप क्या सोचते हो? ऑन दैट नोट, टेक केयर, लिव लाइफ, लव लाइफ, and more than being a human being, try and be a humane one, and have a great week ahead till I see you next week with another vlog of the Indian Jungle Book.